What you know about chilling in the back of the bug? What you know about rolling the back of the bug? We pull up with pools in the back of the bug. Them honeys getting old lady in the back of the bug. In the back of the bug, yeah. In the back of the bug, yeah. Just imagine the back of the bug.
Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Gus, back in the mix with another one. Initially, today's video will be focusing on the London Open kill zone. I would say I'm a bit late since entry should have been at around 7:30, but I will just lay out how entries would have looked like. Okay, so right now what I'm looking for is actually midnight. But before I get to midnight, let me just explain where my initial draw on liquidity is. So my main draw on liquidity is the opening gap that was presented this week. And I would say that is my main target in terms of trajectory. Okay, so from there I am also using UTC0. So this is the standard time that I am using. Okay, and then with that said, initially we'd just be marking out the 4-hour interval presented there, so the highest and lowest within this 4-hour, and that would be our Asian range. And then lastly, what I do also do is just label out the high and low of the 5 a.m. candle. Initially also just labeling out CRT. So from there we'd go in a lower time frame and wait for 7:30. So that's 7:30 right there. And from there we can restructure. And if you do know trading, or if not other trading tactics that I might also bring up later, technically this is an order block, not bring up later, I've technically introduced into the channel, but this over here would be an order block after the Asian sweep. And as you can see, by 7:30, price shoots through the 5 a.m. range, and from there you would be anticipating entry if a 5-minute fair value gap has been presented. So from there was a sweep and there was an inverse imbalance right there, and as price went through, came back and respected it right at 7:30, you can see price then shot from there. So initially you then just take your position right at the top of the imbalance, aiming for draw on liquidity, which is the weekly opening imbalance. And initially you'd also put your stop loss below previous lows over there, which is a 10 pip SL, and your profit target would be 40 pips if I'm not lying, or 50 pips if you're aiming for the median. And if you're aiming for the top, that's where it's 50 pips, but I usually just aim for the median. And as you can see, on the live market, price is technically drawing towards there, but initially that's how the setup would look, and you'd have to anticipate price sweeping the Asian low or the Asian high at around the specified time.
What you know about chilling in the back of the bug? Chasing money in the back of the bug. I'm hustling in the back of the bug. Shooting that shit in the back of the bug. In the back of the bucky. These niggas is hosting a party with all of these homies. It's getting too rowdy.
I could never crash out. I could never crash out over no bitch. Fuck is you talking about?